We're just chewing right through those. This one wasn't so long. An hour? Around? So... yeah, whatever. That was a human, right? Human noble. And human noble. Human noble. And this one is the circle of Magi. Yes, yes. Human noble.
Greetings.
I like this one. Alright. We need some cunning, because I love cunning. Some strengths. One in constitution, one more strength. Yeah. And this one. Now what type... ugh, son of a... I don't want to have that. Oh well. Thunder arms, mighty blow. And this one.
For generations, your family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True. Though we both had less grey in our hair then. And we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pop, I didn't see you there. How? You remember my daughter?
I see she's become a lovely young woman. Pleased to see you again, my dear.
And you all.
My son Thomas asked after you. Perhaps I should bring him with me next time. Good. My son's rather fascinated with stories of your prowess as a warrior. I dare say he'd like to test it firsthand.
At any rate, Pop, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
Are you certain?
Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes?
Oh, yeah.
There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
Damn.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrn Kuzland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
They are Order of Great Warriors.
They are the heroes of legend, who ended the Blights and saved us all. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow Wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your daughter is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is my daughter we're talking about.
I think I rather like the idea, father.
I have not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
Sure.
In the meantime, find Fergus, and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
Where is Fergus?
Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt. Spending some last moments with his wife and my grandson. Be a good lass and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
I'm sorry, but I believe your father wishes to talk to the Arl and myself alone.
Maybe speak later?
Your father has left you in charge of the castle? Then I will see you at dinner tomorrow, if not sooner.
I look forward to it.
As do I. Until then.
Alright.
Good evening, my lady.
Good lady, my evening.
I shall do it.
There you are. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Hello to you too, Sir Governor.
Pardon my abruptness, my lady. It's simply that I've been looking everywhere for you. I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave.
She was my nanny before she was the cook.
Your mother disagrees. She insists you collect the dog, and quickly.
Right.
You know these Mabari hounds. He'll listen to his mistress, but anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
Well, I guess I should go collect him.
That would be wise, before Nan tears down the walls. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
To the kitchen!
Just follow the yelling. When Nan's unhappy, she makes sure everyone knows it.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves, I swear it.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you! Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
I'm sorry, it's bothering
Just
you.
get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way!
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here?
Mouse. Where's my body? Ah, yes, you are.
Oh, encourage the hound, why don't you? No wonder he keeps giving Nan fits. He does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait, do you hear that?
There's freaking rats everywhere.
Reason to fight us?
It shall be done.
Very well. Now you fall!
Giant rats? It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. Your hound must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all.
Then listen to this, right? Not very last.
I've seen larger. They come up from the Kakari wilds sometimes. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Jarl's men.
Goodbye. Alright, let's see what we have in here. Nothing we can use right now. Good helmet. Good boobs. Boots. But also good boobs, but that's what I meant. Alright. All attributes. Let's just take... No, let's take that one.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
Actually, he's defended your ladder from rats.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones.
They'll rip you to shreds, they will!
See, now you've gone and scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead.
Yes, where's it did?
Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with. Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms. Here then, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my lady. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
Right? Well. Now that's over with. That's all the way down there. That's the main hall. That's the chapel. And that way we can go. What do we have in here? More servants. 2 more servants. Okay. We can't open that. Locked items.
Good evening, milady.
Hello. Hello. And even at your door. The chapel.
Maker, prepare a place for us. Redeem our world from sin. Forgive our transgressions.
Maker, forgive us all.
Yeah.
Have you come to pray for your brother and father? I'd be happy to ask for the Maker's blessings with you.
I will appreciate that.
Please, child, call me Malol. I've known you since you were a wee babe after all. Creator of the sky, the land, and the sea. Hear your people in our time of need.
Mega watch hours.
Let no man have cause to fear the shadows. Let their souls be lifted upon your return. So let it be.
Let it be. Mega forgive us.
There now. I'll be keeping a vigil tonight. You're welcome to come. There are many more who must receive the Maker's blessings before they leave. If you would excuse me.
Thank you, my
It
love.
is the least I could do. If the worst comes to pass, child, take comfort in knowing that the Maker's will takes many forms. We shall talk once the soldiers have departed.
Well, those, what is it called again? The ropes don't leave anything to imagination. Damn. That's another closed door. Guard post down here.
Oh, my lady, we were just,
Taking a break.
well, the treasury's safe. I'm not even sure why the Terran stationed us here.
Don't worry about it, man.
We appreciate that, my lady. Thank you.
It is
Treasury is closed.
Good evening, my lady.
Well,
Hello, my dear girl. By chance, I am beginning to teach these young squires about your family's history.
Do we have to? History is boring.
Boys, you are referring to the Couslands, the very family in whose castle you live. Show some respect.
It's alright. It's still the same
If
taskmaster.
the mind is not exercised, it withers just as the body does. Perhaps you'd care to join me in teaching the lesson?
Certainly.
Wonderful. Oh, the Cousland history is long indeed. Where shall we start?
We predate the fountain of the
Well, I'm glad
kingdom.
some of my lessons don't disappear into that yawning chasm between your ears, young lady.
It's your skill as a tutor, of course.
If I were truly a skilled tutor, I suspect I would not encounter such insouciance amongst my pupils. You can look that up later. At any rate, your family has held the tournure of High Ever since before King Calenhad united Ferelden. In fact, Tierna Elethea Cousland battled Calenhad to maintain High Ever's independence.
And Cullen let us keep it.
Calenhad wished to unite Ferelden, not conquer it. After Elethea's men were defeated, Calenhad asked her to swear fealty. The boulder where they held council still stands today as a memorial of that event.
You post
The
the king.
Couslands are ardent royalists now, but at that time, Calenhad was unknown and considered dangerous by many. When Calenhad's army reached High Ever, Tierna Elethea led the local bands against him. Obviously, Calenhad won.
When were our line
Records
from?
are vague, but the Couslands became Tierns during the Black Age. Is that familiar, child?
Something about that age in
Every
here.
day I pray to the Maker that my lessons will stick, and every day he tasks me anew. At that time, your family held only the minor title of Ban. When the werewolves reached this area, Ban Mather Cousland organized a curfew and patrols within the city. Several other local bands supported his efforts by swearing oaths of fealty, making him their Tiern.
Tell me about the relationship.
The
with
history
all-
between the Couslands and the House reaches back to the Orlesian occupation. During your grandfather's rule, of course, Orlais found it difficult to hold these lands. During the rebellion against Orlais, several battles were fought near High Ever. The port village of Harper's Ford was the tourneur's center. Its Arl was Tarleton Howe. Though nearly 90, he was still as sharp and bitter as cheap ale. Your grandfather openly supported the rebellion, but Howe sided with Orlais. Your family was forced to seize Harper's Ford before it was all over.
But my father and all who are old friends.
The Howes eventually joined the rebellion, when all of Ferelden united behind King Merrick and General Loghain. Just as now we united behind Merrick's son, King Cailan, to fight the Darkspawn. Thank you for indulging an old man.
Does that mean we have to listen to you now?
Silence! I will not have you two becoming smart-mouthed hooligans. Perhaps you should go. I doubt they need any more distraction. I'm just going to settle in here and apparently just talk to myself for all the
Oh man.
Don't ask myself all this. Why do you do this?
That's how I feel every time I try to talk to someone.
Good evening, my lady.
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my lovely daughter. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled?
Yes, mother. Nan is back to work as we speak. Yeah, there was giant rats in the larder.
Ah, marvelous. Just the thing for my guests to hear right before dinner. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Ban Lawrence's wife?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
Of course.
You're too kind, dear girl. Didn't I spend half the salon trying to convince you to marry my son?
And made a very poor case for it, I might add.
You remember my son, Dyron. He's not married yet either.
Don't listen to her. It's good to see you again, milady. You're looking as beautiful as ever.
You're looking quite handsome yourself.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great pleasure, my lady. You are as pretty as your mother describes.
And she says that after seeing you whacking stuffed men in the courtyard, sweating like a mule.
Your daughter's prowess with the blade is most impressive.
I was quite the battle maiden myself in my day. But I think it was the softer arts that helped me land a husband.
Perhaps we should speak alone sometime, then?
I would like that, milady.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your ladyship.
You should say goodbye to Fergus while you have the chance.
Did you know there was a Grey Warden here?
Yes, your father mentioned that. You haven't got it into your head that you want to be recruited.
The Darkspawn Grey Wardens are needed? Father wouldn't allow it.
Nor I. And I do realize you didn't answer my question. There's enough here at the castle to occupy you. I don't need you off chasing danger like your brother.
Why can't I go with Fergus and Father and Fergus?
I know it's difficult to stay in the castle and watch others ride off. But we must see to our duties first. You understand that, don't you?
Yes, I understand.
Trust me. You'll get your chance for excitement soon enough.
Do you know where Fergus might be?
If he's not out with his men, probably upstairs with Oriana.
I have a bad feeling about all this.
As do I. Your father and brother are marching off to fight Maker knows what. All the assurances in the world don't comfort me. But it wouldn't help for us to take up arms and follow. Fergus and your father have their duty and we have ours.
Do you know where Fergus might be?
If he's not out with his men, probably upstairs with Oriana.
Are you staying at
For
the
a few
castle?
days. Then I'll travel with Lady Landra to her estate and keep her company for a time. Your father thinks my presence here might undermine your authority.
As you wish.
Good. I was worried you might be nervous about running the castle alone. I needn't have been concerned. I love you, my darling girl. You know that, don't you?
Love you too.
Go do what you must then. I will see you soon.
Win, 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 win. Win, 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 win. Okay, we are getting there. That's still closed, and this one is also closed. Wrong wall.
As you say.
Nothing in there. Doors closed.
Is there really going to be a war, Papa? Will you bring me back a sword?
That sword, Oren. And I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little sister to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
Should I wait outside?
Stay. I'd like to say farewell.
I bring a message.
Then the Owl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many Darkspawn to behead, so little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
You could have delivered your message yourself, father. You just might need those prayers.
The Maker sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother?
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Oren. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Bryce, maker's breath. It's like living with a pair of small boys. Thankfully, I have a daughter.
I'll miss you, mother dear. You'll take care of her, sister, won't you?
You'll need more protection than her.
I agree. Especially if you get yourself hurt. I will never forgive you.
Now that is a good incentive, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yes.
Enough. Enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
If you should need any...
Getting sent to bed early, are we?
Have a fun and long march in the cold.
A warm bed doesn't sound so bad now, come to think of it. At any rate, I'll miss you. Take care of everyone, and be here when I get back.
Best do as your father says.
You should be on your way, pup.
I will see you in the morning.
Long day ahead tomorrow.
I'm sure you'll be alright.
Your brother and I go into battle, not an afternoon tea. Who knows what will happen to us? I will tell you, however, you're my darling daughter. I love you. And I trust you completely to carry on the Kuzlin name if the worst should happen. But don't worry about me, dear girl. You'll have enough to occupy your mind while I'm gone. I was wondering how long this would take. Has he asked to recruit you?
No. He hasn't.
If a blight is truly upon us in the south, then Grey Wardens will be needed. There is no higher calling. If it comes to that, we can talk about it when I get back. Until then, just show him every courtesy. Duncan is a fine man. And a hero.
Is sending all our forces.
When the king demands it. In fact, not sending our forces south would be a distinctly bad idea. Don't worry, pup. You shouldn't see many problems, but I want you to prepare the men left here. In case.
In case of what?
Legends of the Blights tell of horrible things. These Darkspawn once threatened many lands. If we can't hold them, you must prepare for the worst.
Alright. And what can I do with a handful of...
I trust you to do what is best. And don't be afraid to ask your mother's advice. She's Ferelden born, strong, just as you are. But let's not speak of ominous things. We shall assume that all will go well, and the Maker will watch over us. I know that you'll do me proud. You've grown into a sensible woman. That much is clear.
better choice. This sounds ominous. What's wrong, boy?
My lady, help me! The castle is under attack!
Well, that's for sure.
I shall do it.
Okay.
Die, scum!
Very well.
Get off!
Doggy. Press order.
Damn you!
As you say.
Gobbo. Be required.
Enemies approaching!
Tell us!
Don't give them the advantage! Enough!
Smack, smack, Chikorina smack.
Most excellent!
Darling, I heard fighting outside and I feared the worst. Are you hurt?
I'm fine. What's going on?
The scream woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I barred the door. Did you see their shields? Those are Howe's men. Why would they attack us?
He's betrayed father, attack us while the troops are gone.
You don't think Howe's men were delayed? On purpose? That bastard. I'll cut his lying throat myself. Have you seen your father? He never came to bed.
No, I haven't. I was in my room. Maybe he stayed up with Alho.
We must find him.
Can you still handle a weapon?
I am no Orlesian wallflower. Give me a sword and I'll use it. Now let's go.
Okay, first of all. You can have a mace.
Perhaps we can salvage some things here, darling. Some of your father's belongings are in that trunk.
Longbow and a small shield added. Really handy. Okay.
More enemies ahead!
Get him!
I do not fear death. If we have nothing else to lose, do it quickly. By the Maker, kill them all myself.
Oh, dingus. Did receive all my items, didn't I? I can't use the chest anymore, at least. Might be bugged. Okay, level up. Take some strength there. Some more cunning. Inventory, no. Skills, there we go. Okay, she is winged, I suppose. Okay. Shortbow or longbow? Longbow. Tactics. Right.
It is begun.
Dear Landra, I'm so sorry. If she hadn't come to me, if she hadn't been here.
Stop. Cry me a river.
I shall do it.
Can you hear the fighting? Hal's men must be everywhere.
Then we
Don't be foolish. You would throw your life away? The front gates. That's where your father must be.
Let's go.
If Hal's men are inside, they must already control the castle. We must use the servants' entry in the larder to escape. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Then let us be swift.
I just want to have some. Okay.
The castle has fallen! I'm getting out of here! Yes, my lady! Here they come!
Take that! Vengeance! Away with you! Come and face me if you dare!
You're dead!
How dare you come here!
No quarter
How
shall
dare
be
you!
given.
We must stop them!
There.
You did well, my dear!
Come, let us end this.
And my barrel is always most important to kill.
This is for my
Watch out.
Oren!
Damn you.
I do not fear death. I have nothing
Blast.
else to lose!
Quickly, we must fight.
How dare you come here!
I shall do it.
I know you shall.
As you say.
Take that!
Quickly, we must fight.
Die, you fiend!
Very well.
Wang! Ooh, off with the head apparently. Variant potions. The hell would they drop that now? Oh well. Can't use that. Can't get that way.
Who's to the like of you? This is our home! I will kill them all myself! Get out of my way! Away with you!
Alright.
Very well. As you say.
I didn't say anything.
I do not fear death. I have nothing else to lose.
This isn't good. I'm wounded. Our skill has won the day.
We're getting close to the treasury. The Kuzlan family blade lies inside. Here, darling, take my key. That blade cannot fall into Hao's hands. It should sever his treacherous head.
Thank you. Okay, what did we get here? Family sword. Yeah. Steel armor. Hills of Hio. Alright. Didn't we get everything in here? I think we did. Why the hell is this so fucking buggy today? Oh well.
As you say.
Alright.
More enemies ahead!
Get out of here!
Watch out!
Where is everyone else?
Alright, another one back. Oh, you're fucking kidding me, all this fucking stunts!
Fine thing we've done.
Go, man the gate. Keep those bastards out as long as you can. Your ladyship, my lady, you're both alive. I was certain Hao's men had gotten through.
It did get through.
We are alive. What of you? Are you injured?
Don't worry about me, your ladyship. Thank the Maker you two are unharmed. When I realized what was happening, it was all I could do to shut the gates. But they won't keep Hao's men out long. If you've another way out of the castle, use it quickly.
We need to find Father.
When I last saw the Terran, he'd been badly wounded. I urged him not to go, but he was determined to find you. He went towards the kitchen. I believe he thought to find you at the servants' exit in the larder.
Bless you, Sir Gilmore. Maker watch over you.
Maker, watch over us all.
You do that while I'm looting everything. Okay.
More enemies ahead!
Die, scum!
Die, you fiend! Blast it!
It is begun.
We must get out. They're slaughtering everyone.
We're gonna die.
As you say.
Well, they aren't wrong.
I shall do it.
Get out of my way! Now you fall!
You're dead!
We will not be defeated!
No quarter shall be given!
You'll bleed for this. Get him!
Come, let us end
Oh,
this.
thank him, birthday.
What I don't understand is where am I going? Well, I do understand that. Why am my brain working? That I don't understand. Who cares?
It is begun.
I will kill them all myself.
It shall be done. I shall do it. Right away.
Best be wary. By the maker.
He was on the other side of the... I don't understand this.
I'm too old for this.
I know.
It shall be done. As you say.
All right.
I shall do it.
There, you both are. I was
Bryce!
wondering when you would get here.
Maker's blood, what's happening? You're bleeding.
Hal's men found me first. Almost did me in right there.
Why is Hal doing this?
He can't get away with this. The king will...
Bryce, we must get you out of here.
I won't survive the standing, I think.
Then we'll stay and defend you.
Once Hal's men break through the gate, they will find us. We must go.
Someone must reach Fergus. Tell him what has happened.
That he is an...
If he lives, yes.
Bryce, no. The servants' passage is right here. We can flee together, find you healing magic.
The castle is surrounded. I cannot make it.
I'm afraid the turn is correct. Howe's men have not yet discovered this exit, but they surround the castle. Getting past will be difficult.
You are Duncan, then? The Grey Warden?
Yes, your ladyship. The turn and I tried to reach you sooner.
My daughter helped me get here. Make her be praised.
I am not surprised.
Are you going to help us, Duncan?
Whatever is to be done now, it must be quick. They are coming.
Duncan, I beg you. Take my wife and daughter to safety.
I will, your lordship, but I fear I must ask for something in return.
Anything.
What is happening here pales in comparison to the evil now loose in this world. I came to your castle seeking a recruit. The Darkspawn threat demands that I leave with one.
I understand.
But what if something happens?
The king will see justice done. The Grey Wardens, however, must face the Darkspawn above all else.
He is right, pup.
I will take the Tyrna and your daughter to Ostagar, to tell Fergus and the king what happened. Then your daughter joins the Grey Wardens.
So long as justice comes to Hal. I agree.
Then I offer you a place within the Grey Wardens. Fight with us.
I accept your offer.
We must leave quickly then.
Bryce, are you sure?
Our daughter will not die of Hal's treachery. She will live and make her mark on the world.
Darling, go with Duncan. You have a better chance to escape without me.
Eleanor.
Hush, Bryce. I'll kill every bastard that comes through that door to buy them time. But I won't abandon you.
Mother, are you sure want to do
My
this?
place is with your father. At his side to death and beyond.
I'm so sorry it's come to this, my love.
We had a good life and did all we could. It's up to our children now.
Then go, pup. Warn your brother. Know that we love you both. You do us proud.
They've broken through the gates. We must go now.
Goodbye, darling.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kaelin, I didn't expect a
royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is she?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
No need, Duncan. You are Bryce's youngest, are you not? I don't think we've ever actually met.
Yes, I am, and I'm bringing them...
Is it about your father? Your brother has been concerned about him. Dead? What do you mean? Duncan, do you know anything about this?
Terran Cousland and his wife are dead, Your Majesty. Arl Howe has shown himself a traitor and overtaken Highever Castle. Had we not escaped, he would have killed us and told you any story he wished.
I can scarcely believe it. Well, how could he think he could get away with such treachery? As soon as we are done here, I will turn my army north and bring Howe to justice. You have my word.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
No doubt you wish to see your brother. Unfortunately, he and his men are scouting in the wilds.
When will he return?
Not until the battle is over, I fear. Until then, we cannot even send word. I apologize, but there's nothing more I can do. All I can suggest is that you vent your grief against the Darkspawn for the time being.
As long pace, all helps pace, I'm happy.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
I didn't realize things was going
I'm not
so
even
well.
sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
You don't sound reassured.
Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Then maybe we should move quickly.
Yes, we should proceed with the ritual.
What do you need me to do?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Your hound can stay with me while I attend to some business. The Grey Warden tent is on the other side of this bridge. You will find us there should you need to.
Thank you. Alright.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
I sure am. I'm just,
Stand here in this hour, good folk of Ferelden, and we contemplate...
David.
So, well, you're not what I thought you'd be. Not a woman, yet here you are. The name's Daveth. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
Maybe they did.
Just to give us a good scare. I happen to be... I'm thinking they plan to send us into the... It's all... I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice. You take what you get, right? Anyway,
Yeah.
How do you do?
Fine.
In the name of Andraste, I bless
Greetings.
you today.
You must be the third
Find
recruit we've
favor
heard
in the
about.
Maker's eyes.
I am?
Sir Jury is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arl Eamon. I was not aware they permitted women to join the Grey Wardens. None of those I've seen thus far have been. You obviously impressed Duncan, and that's enough for me. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
I'm looking forward to it.
I fought hard to get here. Impressing Duncan was... Tell me, has anyone told you what this joining... I never heard of...
Yes. And we are just going to Alistair, that son of a beam. And then call it a day.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked?
Yeah. Here
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
I don't know exactly what you mean.
It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about.
Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
Don't worry, I'm no mage.
Less being yelled at for me then. Though the day is still young. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit. From Highever. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize.
And you, well, could you recognize? That's alright. And you must be Alistair.
Did Duncan mention me? Nothing bad, I hope. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Pleased to meet you.
Right, that was... You know, it just occurred to me that there have never been many women in the Grey Wardens. I wonder why that is.
You want women in the Grey
Would
Wardens?
that be so terrible? Not that I'm some drooling lecher or anything. Please stop looking at me like that. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
No?
When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
I look forward to travel with you.
You do? Huh. That's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Thank you. Alright, we are saving here, and it's a game. Tomorrow we will take a look at the Dwarvens. And then we are finished with this, and thank you for watching. And I hope you tune in again tomorrow at 1 PM CST at twitch.tv/aule10. And you can watch my mods at youtube.com/aule10, and you can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/aule10. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Ciao!